I was reading an article on the Huffington Post that said, Republican North Carolina state legislatures have proposed allowing an official state religion in a measure that would declare the state exempt from the Constitution and court rulings. Exempt from the Constitution. I can already hear them down in Texas. Damn it! Why didn't we think of that? The Bill of Rights is not optional. North Carolina, pull your dicks out of your sisters for a second and try to wrap your microscopic brains around the fact that the First Amendment is not some sort of tyrannical edict. It's actually the exact opposite. The legal line that separates church from state was not created to protect church, nor was it created to protect the state. It was created to protect the people from the church and the state getting together to form a big old fascist fucking theocracy. Here's what I say we do. And this is a calm, well-reasoned position I do believe. I think we should let North Carolina secede, then declare war on them, and then reduce North Carolina to a mountain of rubble and blood and guts and death! Well, maybe that's just the solution that would give me a throbbing erection. Not necessarily the best solution, but you know. Sometimes a man's got a dream. I suppose I can't believe that these regressive twits are still trying to drag us back into the fucking dark ages. Why can't they just fuck off? Why can't they just realize their obsolescence and crawl back into the fecal swamp from which they emerged? Maybe, as a form of protest against North Carolina, I could write the word Jesus on a piece of paper and then step on it. That's what Professor DeAndre Poole of Florida Atlantic University had his class do a few weeks ago. I follow the directions from the instructor's guide, he said. The course at Florida Atlantic University was in intercultural communications, and the exercise involves having students write Jesus on a piece of paper and then asking them to step on it. When they hesitate, the instructor has an opening to discuss symbols and their meaning. Because of this exercise, Professor Poole received many, many death threats from Christians whose Bible contains the commandment not to kill, but they weren't talking about the fucking infidels who do shit like step on pieces of paper with the word Jesus written on them. Because as the Bible clearly states, whenever someone steps on Jesus' name, Jesus himself is hurt. It's like the only way to hurt Jesus. It's like garlic and Jesus is the vampire, you know what I'm saying? The level of threats that he was receiving from Christians, probably mostly from North Carolina, was so high that he's been put on paid leave because they're afraid that his presence will create havoc because he did this simple fucking assignment. I think Professor Poole's assignment was actually a bigger success than it was ever intended to be, because he was just trying to teach his class about the power of symbolism. Instead, he kind of taught us all about the power of symbolism. He taught us that there are actually people out there willing to kill and die for symbols. Of course, I already knew that, but maybe some of you are just fucking learning. And speaking of symbolism, here's my contribution to this debate. Jesus! If you liked this video, be sure to comment on it, rate it, and subscribe to it. If you didn't like this video, take a fucking hike!